name is Vishwanath Mallavadi and I'm from Davangere, Karnataka. I have been doing this amazing transformation of e-waste into art from almost 2 decades. So I'm so passionate and so curious to see these kind of nice textures, colors. I create amazing art out of e-waste. That is my specialty. So I'll show you a couple of my works which will get amazed. So the possibility is endless. Interesting question. See, waste, there are two things actually. One is like I have seen so many artists, they work on metal, wood and all this scrap. So they create something interesting, the sculptures out of it. So my interest for electronics is from almost 40 years back. I started as a, you must be knowing, amateur radio, creating transceivers. So that is how I got a lot of experience in electronics, creating electronic gadgets. When you understand electronics thoroughly, each and every part, and then I'm a professional artist. My father is a renowned sculptor and painter. Being in the artist family, so I was enjoying, so I trying to make fusion out of it, technology and art. So that is how it started. Did a lot of R&D using this amazing textures. Like engineers, no, they don't get that kind of ideas or curious nature, no. Whatever they create, that is only for a functional part. So any product, if you say electronic product, there is a functionality. For example, this DVD, it has to read data, read or write. So I see it's not just only a functional part of thing. There is aesthetics or some very pleasing rhythm and harmony is very nice. Like whatever they created, the product, no, functionality. So I see it as a art. So I try to use those things and create more interesting sculptures or abstract. So I'll give you more example, like whatever I created, no, you'll come to know how creatively you can use this scrap metal. If you try to get, for example, some 100 remotes, 100 is, I'm just giving you one example. I usually work in thousands and even more. Once you start collecting these kind of material, and then one fine day you just sit quietly and then visualize with having a very good music, no? So music plays a very important role in visualization. Automatically the ideas, no, the something, it's like sparks, like using, I'm just giving you simple example, this kind of remote, no, you can see very nice texture. I also use a lot of software, for example Photoshop, CAD, to try to visualize how it will come, like finally. So I create a mock-up, prototype, all those things, and then I try to bring in a lot of motifs, Indian culture and spiritual kind of things, so which you will see in my art. So those kind of things actually very important. Being an Indian, no, we should represent and then show the culture using this medium. And all of us know, like electronic waste is a tons of e-waste is available. In it's not recycled properly, it will go into landfill. So I am trying to help and make scrap thing and giving a second life to it. Nowadays everybody wants a sustainable world, no? Because future we need to make our planet very healthy. And as you know, some of the e-waste, no, which is very hazardous. For example, mercury, lithium and cadmium, which goes into the soil, no, it contaminates. So all those things I can avoid using this. These are all very static thing. There is nothing, no hazardous thing. If you use it as it is and then make some interesting sculpture or art installation, no, it's a very ideal thing to showcase public, and then it will be a very useful for bringing in awareness. So like this, I recommend Like everybody should try to do something out of these kind of things. See, my journey, I started as a videographic artist. I worked for NDTV for almost 8 years. Then I moved into IT field in 1990. IT field, I was very lucky to have the thorough understanding of software development. I was also part of UI UX team in Nokia, Finland. So I just retired 3 years back from Wipro, and then having so much of knowledge in media and visual communication, and equally I'm good at technology. Like for example, e-waste, I was started exploring long back. Like I was so curious during my childhood. I used to dismantle a lot of gadgets and see what is there inside the how it works, all those curious things. So slowly I thought it's better to do some fusion, like technology and art. That is how it born. I have couple of friends, but the problem is some of them, they do it just for the hobby. Like they create one or artifacts and then they say okay, enough, like I don't want to continue. Because consistency is very very important, dedication, consistency, and then buying the products. You have to have thousands of these kind of materials and collecting it and then setting up different bins and then using it for as a raw material. That is very important. Dedication is most important. And couple of my friends, they are also into, they are more commercial actually. The vastness, that is not there. Like the exploring the thing, it's something a sort of research kind of thing. Each and every part I'll explore. Like nothing, for example, see, when you see this DVD, there are so many interesting things. Actually, nobody have patience to go into such a deep level. Usually what happens, recyclers, what they do, they'll just take hammer, break this, and then segregate this aluminum, and rest they throw. And most important part of this DVD is all this inner the parts. See, this flat ribbon cable is my favorite. So this I make use of, very useful. This I'll show you. So what you have to do, very carefully you have to remove. This is called reverse engineering. Once you see each part, interesting part, then you have to slowly remove one by one. So many technologies, material science, and so many things are involved in this. For example, this adhesive. This is very, very strong adhesive which they use to fix this. See, now it's done. Now I just have to pull this cable. Now just see. So interesting, this cable. This is actually flat ribbon cable with all the connector. See the quality of the cable, the character, the line, texture. So like this you have to keep on opening one by one, like layers. I'll show you. Then there is one PCB, very interesting PCB. So like this you have to start dismantling one by one, and then it's something like surgery. Open heart surgery. You start layer by like skin, and then you go deeper and then start removing one part by part. It's a very very easy thing for me, because till date I have dismantled more than 1 lakh of these kind of things. For me it's like very easy. So this way you remove this one more layer. See, engineers know how they visualize, how they make these products. They have to think. They use CAD, AutoCAD, all those things. Each part is designed very meticulously, like the spacing, what kind of the spaces are available, how it will work, how all this mechanism. No, there is a lot of things involved engineering. So all those things you need to know. Just dismantling is not a easy task. Lot of understanding and these kind of things. No, there is a PCB. This is nothing but a controller card. So one by one I'm removing, and then what I do, depending on the texture, the color, I'll segregate them and then keep it in separate bins. These are like very simple PCB which has a lot of ICs and capacitors or SMD, surface mounting device, and rest this is all aluminum. Aluminum is, there is no value for me. Sometimes if there is some texture, I'll keep it. Like for example, this I can use this dotted kind of thing. This I'll keep it. This goes into the metal trash bin. Now I go into deeper, like still further. So next level is this is all laser technology. If you see different parts, you know, inside this, slowly I'll keep removing one by one. There is a motor, stepper motor to drive this. There is a shaft. So inside this there is one more motor. Actually, that also it will take some time to remove. So it's layer by layer I have to remove. There's one very interesting analog tape drive I found, which is very rare. These kind of thing, no, data tape drives. So many interesting parts I'll see. So one very important thing is you have to have the eye for the beauty in the image. That is most important. Unless you see beauty, no, you cannot go forward, like how to make a very interesting composition. So that is very important. See, if you see the product development life cycle, no, because I was into mobile development, I know the end user, no, they demand so much. Because of the demand, no, product manufacturers also, they try to create new things. They want to survive, they want to sustain in the market, so they keep on researching, they keep adding new features. For example, these kind of mobiles, no, they did, for example, this iPhone, they have a very excellent this one features. They try to bring in everything, the CPU power, the storage, and then camera, all the features, the e-commerce, everything they're trying to bring it into the phone, small phone, which is actually a very interesting thing. But my worry is if you try to make it so powerful, and then what will happen to the obsolete, old, end of life mobiles? They will definitely go into landfill. So you cannot avoid. So somebody has to think of what will happen to these mobile phones, because for recycling there is no value. There is hardly anything you will get out of this one, plastic or PCB. Some minor this one you may get, for example, gold or copper. No, so extraction is a very difficult thing from these kind of mobile. No, even if you crush it and try to extract, it's very cumbersome process. The thing is the dedication and the commitment and the concentration, that is most important. So I am looking forward to do mega art installation. For example, I am using some 4,000 mobile phone like this. I have been collecting this from almost a year now. Now I'll create a very interesting art installation which could be installed in a metro station or airport or even 5-star hotels. This can be very nice composition I'm making one. See, profession is one thing. Like for example, for survival you need to do some job. Like I was working for Wipro, no? That was my profession. This I never thought of, like I'll become eco artist. This is after retirement. This is actually second inning. which I'll call myself as a something like very lucky, and I am doing this kind of thing, which gets more satisfaction when you create something extraordinary, and you will be very proud. I got so much of recognition and appreciation from all over the world, especially in Netherlands, Europe, and lot of products I sold it to US and other places. They appreciated this kind of stuff. Once I create some large installation, no, it will be a very proud moment for Indian, because India has a lot of talent. We need to showcase. Only thing is you need to be dedicated and then keep consistently and constantly start doing research work. So I am taking it as a research work. This is not like a 1 month or 1 year project. I have been doing this from almost 20 years. Anybody, they cannot imagine so much of patience you have. So that is how, like Indians, they definitely they can do it. See, all the youngsters, I have been working with a couple of young individuals. See, patience is very, very important. Suppose if I work with some 2 3 guys, suppose if I tell them try to extract these keys or do something very monotonous job, no. Thing is, like those days in 1980s, we used to do almost 48 to 70 hours constantly without even taking break. Now I don't see youth, they have so much of patience to sit and then do such kind of things. So that is one thing. If you have dedicated and then you try to see, you can create wonders. There is no dearth in this. We have the resources, we have a lot of materials. E-waste, one very good thing is these are very cheap material. If you try to